Greetings and welcome to this fourth session in our spiritual journey pathway. I'm so grateful for so many of you who have given up time and made available an opportunity to connect with others in your group. Thank you for doing that through this study. We're into our fourth and we have two yet to go. This session is about growing in our understanding of others. And growing in community is the focus really of this section through care and encouragement and accountability. And we can see the importance of encouragement for each other as it plays the role in how we help each other along this journey with celebration, but sometimes it's with fear and sadness and mourning, but we do it together. Encouragement or accountability plays the role that we know that our development happens when we make commitments to each other and do our best to hold them, be accountable for how we're moving forward in a way that loves and supports and sees the best possibilities. In our lesson today, we look at Acts chapter 2. We get an understanding of how the early church functioned. In particular, there's 4 areas of devotional habits that happen. The first you'll hear is about the apostles' teaching and learning and understanding both the written and the living word. Then there's a call for fellowship, or the Greek word koinonia, that deep connection of relationships with others, meaning and support. Then there's the breaking of the bread. Certainly that reflects on Holy Communion that we celebrate as a church on the first Sunday of each month. But it runs even to other areas of our life when we think of every meal as an opportunity. When we break bread, how can we be a community that honors God and blesses those around us? How can we know those who we sit with, whether it's even family or if it's friends or in the life of the church? I can't help but think of our Wednesday night faith, food, and friendship program. It's amazing to see 100 folks and kids gather together and eat at round tables and eat delicious food and have laughter and sharing and deepening our community. If you haven't experienced that, consider how that might play into your spiritual journey pathway. And then finally, prayer, center of the spiritual life of the community. We do it to connect with others, become aware of their need. And it's one active way in which we can be lifting that person in prayer to God. Be aware of their circumstances and listen to God how we might be an active part of answering that prayer. As important, or an important question for each of us during this session is how we see ourselves contributing to the development of this faith community. What role do we play? How do we make this church a blessing to others and live faithfully into God's call? How do we help it reflect the nature of God's presence? What does it mean to you to contribute, to make this a positive community for our church? For many of us, we made a vow of supporting the church with our prayers, our gifts, our presence, and our witness. It's not easy stuff, but it's vital to the meaningful spiritual journey pathway, not only for us to experience, but then to call others to consider how they might too connect with God and others through this. So I pray that this session, you'll find yourselves deepening your understanding of those around you and your ability to live faithfully into this community of faith. God bless you as we continue this series of our spiritual journey pathway.